Hello, this is George Lugo Jr. from Queens, New York, and I'm putting this short video together to give my testimonial on how I lost weight. And this is the first time I'm actually putting out there on the video on how I actually lost weight. But here you go. Not too long ago, about a year ago, I weighed nearly 300 pounds, and I wasn't so focused on losing my weight. I knew I was gaining, and I said, I'll focus on my weight later. I was focused on building my network marketing business, and I really didn't care. Just really did not pay attention. What I did want to do was save money, and ultimately, going to work every day and eating out that Wendy's and McDonald's and whatever you can find out there, Dunkin' Donuts, you end up spending about 20. I was spending about 20, 25 bucks a day, and that's an average. I mean, some days were a little bit less, but the average is about 20 bucks. So my wife and I were speaking one day, and she says, you should really think about taking your lunch to work. So I said, well, how am I going to do that? I'm an outside salesman. How am I going to, do that? So I got together a cooler and started bringing sandwiches and, I started bringing water, yogurt, you name it, everything. And long and behold, I was saving a ton of money. I mean, what I would spend in a week, I would spend a fraction of that, and it'll last me 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. Well, what I did was, my wife says to me, well, listen, I know you're going to eat all the food at once, and it's going to be pointless because then you're going to go back out and eat something out again. Spread the meals out. So I'm going to expose to you what I ate throughout the day. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, I would have a coffee, which I put in my thermos, and I would have one of those cereal bars. A couple hours later, so that was 7 o'clock in the morning, then about 10 o'clock I would have a yogurt. Then 2 hours later, here comes 12:30, I would have a sandwich. Any cold cut, I didn't care. I wasn't looking to lose weight. I just wanted to save money. So I didn't care. I just wanted to have some food. And I wanted to eat every 2 to 3 hours just to spread everything out. Didn't know what the secret was of losing weight. So I went ahead and I started to, get any cold cuts, whether it be honey ham, chicken, roast beef, pastrami. I know it doesn't sound really healthy, but I would put that in a sandwich. It'd be a quarter pound. And make sure it was a quarter pound. I would have it with the water. A couple hours later, then I would have one of those cereal bars or one of those granola bars around 3 o'clock, 3:30. Then around 5:30, on my way home, I will have another either granola bar or Rice Krispies treat. Now, don't get me wrong, none of this stuff sounds healthy, but it started a trend. Now, bear in mind, what I also did was I also started to reduce the amount of sugar in my coffee in the morning. So I was going from like 6 sugars a day, going down to, 6 sugars in my coffee. I know that sounds crazy. I was even doing 8 at one time. But what I do is every week I would back out 1 sugar, 1 sugar, 1 sugar. Before you know it, I went from 6 sugars, 8 to 6 sugars down to zero. Zero sugar, and that really helped me a lot. And that's when I started to see the difference. Really, I'm backtracking a little bit, but that's how I really started to experiment this. Again, I wasn't looking to lose weight. I just saw my family history of diabetes. I said, I really need to back out the sugar, and I did. And by doing that, I started to lose some weight. Now, I just noticed it in my waist. I was like, wow, I'm losing weight. I didn't know. I didn't even know what it was. Really did not know. And then, like I said, I started bringing lunch to work, and before you know that, 280 became 270, then 260, then 250, then 240. I kind of plateaued at 240. I was still losing the weight. I was getting at 238, something in that vicinity, 240. Then I was introduced to Visalus with the meal replacement system, and through that time frame, again, I didn't know what I was doing. All I did was follow what my wife said. She said, spread out the meals. I spread out the meals, and my metabolism went back up. Went back up to like when I was 16 years old, where I was just eating, and I'm burning. Have you noticed the people that eat the most are the ones that never gain anything, and the people that eat, whenever they're hungry? So you'll eat in the morning, You don't eat any food, then you're starving at that point, and then you're just gobbling anything you can get your hands on. Those are the people that get fat. I mean, excuse my French, but that's how you get overweight. So with that being said, I was introduced to Visalus. I kind of put it to the side. I said, this stuff, I mean, I love protein shakes and I love lifting weights, but my main focus wasn't going to a gym, so I just put it to the side. A couple of months went by, picked it up. I said, let me try this thing, and it tasted phenomenal. I said, wow. This really works. Actually, a product that came out of a network marketing company that really does what it's supposed to do. So I started taking it. I went from 240, 238 down to 225 in a matter of about maybe 30, 60 days. Now, understand I was only taking one dosage. If I really wanted to lose, 10, 15, maybe even 20 pounds, I was supposed to take 2 dosages a day. I did it with one. You see, Visalus has a product that will give you the ability to lose weight, have fun, and like it. Most weight loss remedies out there, they truthfully suck. I mean, I've speak to so many people on the phone on what they've used to lose weight, and it's just amazing what they tell me on how they lose weight. Like they use it with a soup diet, and this diet, and that diet, and this diet. Imagine drinking soup all day. Imagine taking pills. Imagine what the side effects is on the pills. Now think about all these diets. They all do work, but you got to understand that if you're missing the vitamins and the nutrients from all the food, you got to eat. No one's saying you got to stop eating. A lot of these diets say you can't eat. You got to make sure you have a cardboard dinner and a loose leaf breakfast. Other than that, you got to take pills and juices. Visalus is not like that. We got meal replacements, and like I said, I went from about 238, 240 down to 225, and I wasn't even paying attention. I really wasn't looking to lose weight. I just loved the taste of it, and I happened to lose weight, and that's with one dosage. Imagine what 2 dosages would do. Imagine if I would have got the transformation kit and where I wanted to lose 30 more pounds. To this day, I weigh 225 pounds. My goal is to lose another 20 pounds. That's my New Year's resolution. So what is yours? What's your New Year's resolution? I would love to hear yours. Well, that's my story. This is my first time putting it out in the public. This is George Lugo signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.